Welcome back, everyone. What comes to mind when you think of Myrtle Beach? Golf? Seafood? Those amusement parks? What about strip clubs? For some, absolutely. But for some families that visit here, or for those that come to live here, is that the reputation that you want?
Yeah, it makes you wonder. And should they be allowed to be in a mainstream part of the Grand Strand? WMBF News anchor Trey Paul is live along Highway 501 tonight, where a lot of those clubs are actually located.
Trey, is there a solution or a happy medium to make everyone happy?
Well, happy medium, I don't know, but there is a solution. It is possible. There is a way that clubs like the Penthouse Club here behind me could be made to move to an area that's not so mainstream like where they are right here on Highway 501. But is it going to happen? We'll let you decide. When you're making that drive down 501 into Myrtle Beach, a lot of vacationers do it. Maybe you make it going to work. You pass Coastal Carolina University, Freestyle Music Park, then Tropical Beauties, Fantails, Club Cabaret. Strip clubs, gentlemen's clubs, call them what you want, they're kind of hard to miss.
These are in the county. They're not in the city, but the public doesn't know this.
Myrtle Beach Mayor John Rhodes says the reality is there are only 3 adult clubs in the city of Myrtle Beach, and they're all on Seaboard Street, an area that the city's planning commission considers a light industrial area. In other words, it's a place where there aren't many businesses.
You want to have everything coming into this city first class.
So, did you ever wonder why the majority of these clubs are on the road that could give you your first impression of Myrtle Beach?
I don't feel that the county is protecting that image by allowing the 501 corridor to be set up like it is, or to be zoned as it is.
According to an attorney with the Horry County Department of Planning and Zoning, places like Tropical Beauties are registered as regular bars, restaurants, or nightclubs, not adult entertainment establishments. So technically, there are no licensed adult entertainment establishments in Horry County. If they were classified that way, by Horry County law, they would be required to be 2,000 feet from homes and churches.
We're not a crime. We're not a black eye.
This is David Birch. He manages Derriere's Gentlemen's Club. That's one of the only 3 adult clubs in the city of Myrtle Beach.
They're worrying about whether someone sees a sign that says girls, girls, girls. They better wake up and get in the real world.
We think that the adult entertainment venues are inconsistent with the brand we like to promote, with good, clean, family-friendly fun.
If you don't know who Brad Dean is, he's the guy in charge of getting people to come here on vacation.
Personally, I'd be fine if we didn't have any clubs, but they're legal, they're permitted by local government, and they're protected by the U.S. Constitution.
It's adult entertainment, it's the hotels, you got the beach, the sun, and the courses. Now, when you start messing around with any of those, you're out.
10 years ago, Myrtle Beach City Council leaders asked Horry County Council for extra zoning permission, which would, among other things, require clubs on 501 that are east of the waterway to comply with the city's zoning rules. If they didn't, they'd have to close in 2 years. They would have the option, though, of moving to an area like Seaboard Street. But according to the Horry County Department of Planning and Zoning, each time this proposal came up, county council members at that time didn't think county residents should be subjected to city law.
Our hands are tied at the present time.
As the mayor feels his hands are tied in certain issues, I feel that my hands are tied with this issue.
Horry County Councilman Bob Grabowski remembers that proposal well.
Some of them are there and have been there since before we had zoning. So what they're classified as kind of a legal non-conforming zoning status, which means that, that they're grandfathered in, they can stay there.
You go to other resorts, you don't see this mess. You don't see this image projected as you come in.
I don't understand why people want to legislate moving any part of that when you have something that works.
There's a market for it. If there wasn't a market for it, they wouldn't be here. If nobody was going to see them and nobody was going to these clubs, they wouldn't be here.
Birch says if you add what all these clubs make in a year,
Probably $25 million amongst us.
I don't think the clubs themselves make the area that much money. Now, the clubs make a lot of money off the area, but no different than Walmart and McDonald's. Tourists come here and frequent those places, but they don't necessarily come here because of those.
People that are going to go to those type of businesses are going to seek them out. They're going to find them. I mean, we could put them behind warehouses or someplace else, and people are going to find them. They don't need to be on the main drag.
The ideal solution for us would be to locate them in areas where we don't all have to see them, where the tourists don't have to see them, and then everybody wins.
If we could just say, okay, you're not going to be here anymore, and force them to move, I think we would have done that a long time ago.
Right now, the county still has an option of allowing the city to zone parts of 501, which again means the clubs would have the option of moving to an area like Seaboard Street, or they would have to close.
We can have a Broadway at the beach of adult entertainment. That'd be a great thing.
But whether that happens,
We're just going to have to kind of live with it for a little while, and we'll keep trying. We're going to keep trying. I'll get with the mayor, and we'll get with city officials, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can get them to move, but we're going to have to bring them to the table too.
Start with the county first, and then you get to the club.
that's a different story. And we're going to continue to follow that part of the story. We're going to check with city and county leaders to see if they are working on some sort of a compromise. Now, we also want to let you know that we checked with the Horry County Police Department and the Myrtle Beach Police Department to see if crimes are an issue here, a regular problem at strip clubs like these. And the Horry County police officers, they say, no, it's not a regular problem. Myrtle Beach police officers, they admitted, yes, they've dealt with everything from shootings to larceny. Reporting live here in Horry County tonight, I'm Trey Paul for WMBF News.